Maddie, tell me a little bit about the work you presented.
So we did some interviews with school nurses and coaches, and we wanted to understand a little bit more about their concussion education, their knowledge, and as well as just like general care needs in their communities. We found a couple themes from those interviews. Everyone knew what a concussion was, which was great. And everyone knew their role within concussion management. There was some lack of confidence. They all wanted more concussion education. The school nurses really wanted to know like what is the new and greatest thing that they can implement into their schools. And the coaches were kind of lacked confidence in, we know what the right thing to do is, but in the moment, are we going to do the right thing? And they wanted more like concussion education with specific examples of what they can do on the field. School nurses also struggled with some parental engagement in two different types of ways. We struggled with getting parents to understand to get their kid to a doctor, and then the other type of parental engagement is getting those papers from the doctor back to the school nurse.
I think the school nurse piece is so interesting. When we talk about young kids getting concussion, the school nurse is often that person that's kind of the hub of management. I know we talked to some school nurses that work in more urban settings. What were some of their unique challenges?
So they had challenges kind of in everything. One of the big barriers is language. Some of the students don't speak English or their parents don't speak English. So conveying the message of like, hey, you might have a concussion, you need to go seek medical attention, getting that across is a struggle. They also just had issues with getting a correct story, especially in those younger age groups. Sometimes those concussions are not witnessed by an adult, so having a younger kid come to a school nurse and say, hey, I bumped my head, sometimes it's hard to distinguish like what's a bump, how serious was this bump, and getting a correct story was a challenge for some school nurses, and that's true with any injury that happens on the playground.
Kids sustain their concussions through a variety of different mechanisms, and we need to make sure that all of those stakeholders that are interacting with children on those front lines know what a concussion is, know how to direct kids to further care, and then when kids return to their settings, know how to reintegrate them is so important. So this line of work, we're really excited about continuing to work on.